Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Mr. Muhammad Allan from Omega Online Academy. I will be with you inshallah with SAAT, Math and Physics. Let's take this lesson, complex numbers. What is a complex number? It's an element of a number system that extends the real numbers with a specific element denoted by I. This I is called imaginary unit and satisfies the equation I squared equal to -1. Every complex number can be expressed in the form a plus bi, where a and b are real numbers. So, if I squared equal -1, then I squared equal square root of -1 times square root of -1, which is equal to -1. So I to the power of 3 equal I to the power of 2 times I to the power of 1. And you know, when we multiply exponents, we add them. So I to the power of 2 is -1 times I, which will be -I. Now I to the power of 4, which equals I to the power of 2 times I to the power of 2. -1 times -1, which is 1. I to the power of 5 equal I to the power of 4 times I. We know that I to the power of 4 is 1 times I, which equals finally I. Look at this table. It helps us to find the value of I to the power of any number. The pattern here is I to the power of n, for example, I to the power of n, we divide by 4, and if the remainder is 0, so the value will be 1. If the remainder is 1, the value is I. If the remainder is 2, the value is -1. And when the remainder is 3, the value will be -I. Let's take this example. It is I to the power of 43. Now, we divide 43 by 4. It will be 10, and remainder will be 3. So, what is the value of I to the power 43, which is equal to, we are here at this part, remainder is 3, so the value is -I. Find the value of square root of -25, which is equal to square root of -1 times square root of 25. You know that we can separate radicals. Square root of -1, it is I, and the square root of 25 is 5. So 5I. Let's take other example. Here we want to multiply two complex numbers. So here we multiply the real numbers. 2 times 7 times I times I. So 2 times 7 is 14. I times I is I squared. So 14 I squared is minus 1. So the simplified answer is minus 14. Let's take this example. Evaluate 1 minus I to the power of 6. 1 minus I to the power of 6 equals 1 minus I to the power of 2 to the power of 3. Okay, so 1 squared is 1. 2 times 1 times minus I is minus 2I. And I squared is minus 1 plus minus 1, which is I squared. All of these to the power of 3. Let's simplify it. 1 minus 1 is 0, and we have minus 2I. So 1 minus 1 is 0. What remains is minus 2I, and it is to the power of 3. So we have minus 2 to the power of 3 times I to the power of 3. This one is minus 8 times minus I. You know, I to the power of 3 is minus I. And minus times minus is plus. 8 times I. So it is 8I.